everybody, and welcome to the Monkey and... Oh, let's try that again.
I was going to say welcome
3,
back.
2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Oh, no.
Okay, no, third time's the charm.
Which one, back or two?
I'm just going to do whatever you're doing and just hope for the best.
So let's go to the back. Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Monkey and Big Show, the podcast. The podcast, the show, the series, the radio program. I'm your host, Biggs.
Like, I knew exactly what you were going to say.
Yeah, well, we scripted this out. We prepared beforehand.
Yep. And I'm Simeon Jimmy.
Yep. I'm Monkey Jehoshaphat, and we're here today, folks.
Whoa! Don't call Joe fat.
He knows he's been gaining some weight.
Oh no! Sorry, Joe.
Folks, I gotta tell you, we were gonna release an episode on 420, but then we got high. Is that fair to say? We tried to record an episode last week, and then 20 minutes in, we realized the microphone wasn't recording or something.
At all.
And we said, you know what, fuck this. Let's just not do it. We'll give them Survivor instead. We don't need to do a podcast. But now we're back. Back in black. Biggs, do you even remember what we were talking about on this show 2 whole weeks ago?
I have no idea what we even tried to talk about last week.
Oh, Biggs, you're not gonna like this episode, Biggs.
Oh no!
So
wait, I have comments saved. I remember I saved comments.
Well, I saved some too. I think we might have got some of the same ones.
Uh-oh.
Biggs, if you'll recall, last episode you just advocated to the audience why you believe in a parental procreation permit. That you think some people, or really all people, should have to pass a test in order to prove that they are responsible enough to have children. Okay. And you sort of just explained your thought process behind it, and I gave you a standing ovation. I said I nobly stand beside every single word you're saying. I believe in you're the captain of this ship, and I'm just the first mate.
If I remember this correctly, you were against me the whole time.
Well, I'm glad you
at my throat.
I'm glad you mentioned that because all the comments are saying Biggs is a sociopath.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I just wanted to take a quick look. Biggs, damn it, okay, I got to pull this up because it's important. Space Jew, long-time listener, first-time comment.
Is that
redder.
The one you pinned?
Space Jew with 37 upvotes, Biggs. 37 upvotes. I've never seen that on the Monkey and Big Show channel before. He says, this confirms what I've long suspected. Biggs is a complete sociopath. You tend to agree?
I mean, sure. If that's what they're saying, then the people, what the people are saying has to be true.
T-Master says, the parental permission test sounds nice, but it just provides such a powerful tool of control to the government. Imagine declaring that having a specific political opinion is dangerous to your children and therefore is counted as abuse. The government would then be able to completely silence this viewpoint. People would abandon their opinions for the opportunity to have children, and the ones that don't care can't have any children to impart their values onto. Now, as somebody who, as you said, was against you last episode, I think I have to come out and defend you, Biggs, because I do not recall us ever saying the government would be creating this test. I think the idea was that
the society as a whole would kind of make this.
I thought what you were going for was more of you know what the test should be, so really Biggsington himself would be administering this test. Am I wrong? Isn't that sort of your grand vision for the future, to make it as you see fit in a Kira-esque move of power?
If it was in a utopian type society where I am in sole control, everyone is going to fail the test. The first question is, are you on the pathetic list?
Okay.
If you are, no kids for you.
So who is on the pathetic list other than you and me are both at the top?
We're number 1.
Okay.
Everyone else is number 2.
Well, then that's just the end of human civilization.
That's what we need.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I guess that's not really sociopathic. You know how you would call somebody racist if they say, I hate all black people. But if somebody says, I hate all people, I mean, they're not really discriminating against any specific type. It's just it's an all-encompassing. It's what true communism under a Biggs dictatorship would look like. Everybody gets an equal treatment. That being, death. Seems fair
I
to me.
think it's fair, yeah. And a lot of our viewers, they already have feelings of wanting to leave the mortal plane as it is. So I think it's a win-win for all of us.
Well, since a baby bird outside is trying to join the podcast, and I don't know if they can hear it, I'm going to go shut the window. So, Biggs, you keep talking.
Wouldn't it be easier if I shut the window?
No, because I want you to keep talking about the despair of humanity while I go close the window. Because I really wanted to hear you elongate these thoughts about how sad you are. Get really close to the mic and just, unleash.
Hey, guys. It's one-on-one time with Biggs. I just want to say that every day is pain, and the suffering is almost no longer worth it. The only thing that keeps me here is Blaze and Isabel and Scorch.
Oh, you like Scorch now? I thought you were anti-Scorch.
Scorch has always been on the list. He's just been
on
last.
the pathetic list?
Even Blaze is on the pathetic list.
How dare you? Name one pathetic thing about Blaze.
He's You're right. He's pure.
Squid on a Stick thinks that you might be a bit of a hypocrite, Biggs, because last week you also talked about how much you love the Second Amendment and you believe in everybody's right to have a gun and blah blah blah. So this guy is directly quoting you. You said, "I'm not for stripping any rights at all." And then he points out, after that, you talk about how you should need a government-given license to have children.
Again,
so, Biggs, are you pro or anti-rights?
We didn't say government right.
But it seems that you want to strip away people's right to live. So how doesn't that contradict you also promoting the right to own a gun?
I'm American. I'm always going to protect the Second Amendment.
But how can you have a gun if you're dead?
That's the point. We could just have a global Hunger Games.
A global execution?
Yes.
Okay.
And then who needs a Second Amendment by the time everyone's dead?
Okay. Well, Biggs, I for one was not just going to let, because the most ironic part of this whole ordeal is that last episode I also specifically remember introducing a new bit where we would make fun of the commenters who tried to psychologically diagnose us unironically.
Yeah.
And we said, well, now we can never do the bit again because now everybody knows that we did it, and surely nobody would attempt to psychologically diagnose Biggs with sociopathy. Unironically, there's no way. Well, it turns out people forgot about the earlier portion of the show because we had, I think the majority of the comments were about Biggs maybe being a sociopath.
It's the viewers finally seeing what's behind the curtain.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was going to declare the viewer's diagnosis is irrelevant. The only sociopath diagnosis that matters, it's not from a viewer. It's not from a doctor or a therapist. It's from psycom.net. They have this test, Big Sociopath test. Do I have antisocial personality disorder? And this is a .net website, so I assume that they're credible. I mean, it's a .net.
Yeah.
You can't fake one of those. Those are important.
Okay.
So for today's episode, I'm going to have you take this quiz. I'm going to read all the questions to you. And I'm not going to let it be a fucking joke. I'm going to keep you honest. I know you better than your own family. If you're trying to give a bullshit goody two-shoes answer, trying to hide your true evil, I'm going to call you out. And if I have to provide stories and evidence, I will. This is Biggs in the hot seat. He does not get to escape with lies and jokes anymore. You ready for this, Biggs? People are about to see who the man behind the glasses really is.
I think the right saying is the thing behind the man. I'm a monster.
Oh, no. Well, let's find out. Question number 1. Do you repeatedly lie to or trick others for your own gain or pleasure? Would you say always, often, sometimes, rarely, or never?
Lie for my own fun?
Yeah, do you lying to other people because it makes you feel good to do so?
I would say rarely. I'm sure I've done it at least a few times.
Really? You don't think you do that super often? Like, maybe convince thousands of teenagers that you're in a wheelchair and handicapped, and then when they believe you start laughing about it? You don't derive pleasure from lying to these children at all?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the other option?
Do you want to go always or often?
Often.
That's what I fucking thought.
Oh no.
Do you act impulsively? What the hell reaction is that?
Always.
Do you fail to plan ahead?
I would say sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have? Why would you say sometimes? Do you find yourself scheduling and planning ahead often?
I schedule and sometimes I budget. Obviously, my budget is not always the best because I'm impulsive.
Well, that all changed because we both found out for the first time yesterday that your Patreon has money on it. Did you? Yeah, you just like, whoa, shit. People actually put money on it.
It's the first time I logged in since I made it because everybody on the Discord is like, Biggs, you need a Patreon. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get anything from it, but sure, why not?
What are you up to? Because if I recall, you're basically about to pass me.
It was like, huh? It was at like $55.
That's not too shabby for a podcaster snack eater.
Hey, so I had and that's another thing we could talk about too. I bought Animal Crossing.
With the Patreon money.
I had a coupon, right?
Yeah.
For Animal Crossing. So with the Patreon money, I bought Animal Crossing and like the online service. And so next thing I just need to get like an Elgato so I can record it.
Yeah, start streaming that shit or recording a Let's Play or
So,
something.
Hopefully some content comes out of it because I would like to like maybe do a Let's Play or something, but I don't know how.
Have you ever
Let's Play
played
really
an
works.
Animal Crossing game before?
No, this is my first one ever.
Well, how do you like it so far? I know you played the tutorial.
I played the tutorial and I played like 2 of the little objectives, but I don't think anything's really picked up yet. I like it so far.
Okay, so if you want to watch 500 plus hours of Biggs playing Animal Crossing, I guess give him encouragement in the comments so he actually gets off his ass and does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I could throw my friend code down in the description.
Oh,
if
no.
people want to add me. Then I guess I could come to your islands and stuff.
I wasn't saying oh no because of the friend code. I think that's delightful, and I hope you guys all have your own
Is
little.
it the next question?
It's the next question.
Oh no!
Well, if you guys want to start your own little Animal Crossing Mumkey and Big Show village, or I don't know how that shit works. If
Yeah,
you
I don't
guys
know either.
can all live on the same island, but that'd be dope. I'd go hang out
Yeah,
there.
I could literally open my gates to everyone that adds me and let them do stuff on my island, I think.
Everybody can go vandalize your shit. That'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
well, I literally have a tent, and that's all I have, so...
Maybe they'll like gift you a bunch of cool shit, and we can like the community can see like all the rare shit we can find and just collect it at the BIGS museum.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be kind of. I mean, I don't know if that sounds like fun. I've never played these shitty games, and I never will.
Wow.
But if that sounds like fun to you, hey, hit up BIGS on his
I'll have
friend
you
code.
guys know, he seemed very excited when I said I got the game. He's like, oh, really? Where'd you get that?
Oh, I was excited because I thought you were gonna make some content with it. Speaking of which.
Uh-oh.
Do you consistently fail to fulfill work obligations?
I'm gonna go with always on that one.
But this Animal Crossing, you might wait. What's the subtitle? A New Hope.
It's New Horizons.
Maybe this Animal Crossing game is a new horizon for the channel. BIGS making independent content, streaming games.
Well, that's another thing I could announce on here. So I was gonna start streaming. I bought all this stuff for it, like the camera, the green screen, the lights.
Oh, where'd you get that money?
What?
Well, for the computer for that you're gonna stream with. Where'd
No,
you get the money?
I'm not to that yet.
Okay.
So I bought all the,
Oh, you're getting to it?
Yeah. So I bought all that stuff a while back, and I told everyone in the Discord, I'm gonna start streaming soon. It's gonna be great. Well, I ran into a hiccup where my old computer was just garbage and would not record anything.
True.
So, yeah, like he said, I built a new computer. I used my nice lump sum gift from Trump.
Daddy Trump bucks.
I'll call it Trump bucks, yes. That, along with some savings, I managed to build a new computer, which landed me around like $1,992.
You made that bad boy for less than $2,000?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it was way more.
For the techies out there, it's got a 2070 Super in it. It has a Ryzen.
What does that mean? What's a 2070 Super?
That's a graphics card.
So does that make your Minecraft play in smoother quality or what?
Yeah, actually, and
Is that it?
and with this particular line of cards, it has ray tracing on it.
What is that?
It's like realistic lighting. So
wait, realistic lighting? So it's gonna be like the sun shining down on
yes,
Minecraft Steve?
It'll like show it going through the leaves and stuff. It's amazing.
Really? I want to see it. Do you have that set up
Yeah,
already?
I could show you.
Yeah, I want to see that.
And then the processor is a Ryzen 9 3900X. And I got like 32 gigs of Corsair RAM. And the whole thing's RGB. It's my dream build that I've been wanting to build for a while. So with the new build, I've been tinkering with OBS to get all the streaming stuff working, and it's all worked out now. So I'm ready to stream pretty much whenever.
Yeah, at this point, after doing, I think, 2 days of research, you're already better at OBS than me, and I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years now. He's like, oh, you haven't done anything to your microphone setting. Let's remove the background noise. I was like, oh, I usually do that in post, but if I don't have to, that's way fucking easier for me.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Okay, Biggs. So you would say, you know, Trump gives you $1,200. You're already kind of broke. You're trying to pay for college, but you spend the money on a gaming computer.
Hey, here's how I look at it.
Okay. Well, I only ask because the next question is, do you consistently fail to fulfill financial obligations?
Financial obligations?
Yeah.
I would say rarely.
Oh, okay.
I can always, I always plan. Like, if I'm going to make a stupid purchase, I at least plan my budget so that I can make the dumb purchase and recover.
Yeah. So like you're acknowledging that what you're doing is dumb. So it's like, okay, to punish myself, I'm just not going to eat for 5 days so that I can afford to do the stupid thing.
It's stuff like, you know, and it's like I have Spotify. Before I had YouTube Premium, it cost me like $15 a month for a family plan, and nobody else was paying.
Oh.
So
shitty family.
So I'm paying for that.
But you punished YouTube's great service because your family sucked? You should have kicked out the family. Don't kick out YouTube.
No, listen. So I had that, and I'm like, you know what? I could cut $10 a month if I switch to Spotify for students, which is only $5 a month.
True.
And it comes with Showtime and Hulu. Better deal. And it's just for me, so I don't care.
What about your gym membership? Did they give you a discount, or like did you get a refund because they closed all the gyms?
Yeah. So right before, I know nobody's gonna believe this because it sounds like horse crap, but
well, I mean, I probably would have believed it, but
no,
because you started it off with that, now I'm not gonna believe anything you say.
Everyone that I've told this to is like, oh yeah, bull crap, like you didn't do that.
How many people do you talk to?
My coworkers and stuff, and like my family, they're always hard on me too.
Whoa, ew.
Wow.
Your family's hard on for you?
What? Hard on me too?
Yeah, like your dad gets a hard on when he looks at you. Like his wiener gets big.
It's not like your family.
I thought you were gonna say
okay.
Cobb.
So the few weeks before all this quarantine stuff started, I got myself back on a schedule of going to the gym. I was going 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So going there 2 weeks, you know, I get going at a good pace. I'm finally getting it into like a habit where I'm used to going. And then quarantine.
So of the 30 minutes you were at the gym each day, how many of those minutes was in the massager?
The whole time.
Well, I mean, just because you're going to the gym doesn't mean you're going to the gym.
So the gym I go to, they have like this 30-minute session thing to get you warmed up, and it does like different stretches and whatnot. So I would do that, and then I would like do a combination of walking and running on the treadmill, and then I'd go to free weights and just do different stuff over there. So I would be there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I've also, and nobody's also gonna believe this, but I've also been trying to start lifting more because I feel like I should be gaining more muscle than fat at this stage in my life.
Now when people ask, do you even lift, you can say yes.
Well, it's just my 25-pound dumbbells, so it's not gonna, you know.
I can confirm because when I came in, I went to sit on the couch and I stubbed my toe on the dumbbell.
Well, so because if I try to set a schedule, it's not like I can drive to the gym like you drive to the gym, you're forced to do it. I'm at home, I'm gonna be lazy. How do I convince myself to actually start lifting this shit? So now my new rule is, if I want to watch One Piece,
oh no,
I have to do 50 dumbbell curls before I can turn it on.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Well, it's been working every day for about a week.
And also, I've noticed that you've cut off Pop almost completely
Yeah.
at this point. You're drinking water with those, what, Mio packets?
Yeah, I like the just the flavored water shit. They
I didn't know they made that flavor.
Yeah, well, I realized I used to drink. What the fuck is that shit even called? Like the disgusting
Crystal Light?
No, like the water that came in cans.
Oh, the sparkling, the LaCroix?
Yeah, I used to really like drinking the lemon LaCroix, but I realized, oh man, it's a million times cheaper to just buy squirt a little droplet of flavor into the bottles of water.
I don't know
can
why
buy.
you liked LaCroix anyways. It was like they took a lemon flavored drink and put it through like some kind of filter to take out the flavor, but a little got left in, and then that's LaCroix.
Well, most of them are really bad. I bought the cola one time, and it was the most disgusting thing I think I've ever...
Did you at least buy just one?
Oh, you have to buy it like in a 6-pack.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it was not good.
Did you just throw the rest away?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it was horrible. The lemon flavor is the only one I can stand, but
Also,
now I don't even
I'm going to call it out now because I just noticed we have exactly 69 emails.
Oh, well,
nice.
I think we haven't opened yet.
Yeah.
Most of those are
new.
Most of them are Google security alerts because we log into the account from different phones. Well, stupid.
The thing is, I'll log in on my phone, and then on my old computer I had to log in. Then I got a new computer, and I also just got a laptop. So it's
I'm constantly getting emails saying, "Oh, somebody's hacked your shit, fam." No.
And then you check, and it says a location that's nowhere near either of us, so you freak out. And it's
it always says Carlisle for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I remember I logged in once, and it said Lexington something. I'm like,
oh, I don't know.
Where is that?
I don't know about that. Well, Biggs, have fun answering this one, buddy. Have you ever engaged in criminal behavior? Just gonna go ahead and put always.
Not always.
Always.
I would say sometimes.
Always. Do you speed on the way here?
Oh,
when you come to my house, do you speed? Have you ever smoked the Mary J? Have you ever done anything that's illegal? You ever crossed the street without the fucking sign being in a green man? Those are all illegal activities. Have you ever done any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do them like once a week at least? Have you ever?
Probably once a day. I speed every day.
No shit. Always.
Okay.
Always. Do you find yourself unable to empathize with others dealing with difficult situations? Well, we sort of covered that last episode.
There's a line between empathy and sympathy.
Right.
Okay. So
empathy is the one that you said you can't do.
I would say rarely with empathy. Sympathize, yes. I can tell someone, hey, it sucks that you're in this situation. I can give them advice on how to get out, but I'm not going to put myself in their mental state because that's not going to help anyone.
Okay. So that's not something. So that is something you find yourself unable to do often.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Here's a funny one. I think I might know the answer. If you hurt someone else's feelings, do you lack remorse or guilt?
This might actually surprise you. When I upset other people, I actually feel horrible. Unless I feel they deserved it.
Which is always.
No.
Most of the time.
I've even recently found that I do a lot of things in my head that I think are right, but it's just like the worst thing I could do. And it's like, oh, I hurt that person. Now I'm just going to go yeet myself off a bridge.
Well, I mean, I think that's a universal feeling. Most people in the moment feel like they're doing what's best, and then only later do. I mean, even I've been through this recently too. Later, you realize, oh no, that was the wrong thing to do.
Since they don't specify whether it's intentional or unintentional, I would say rarely.
Okay. Are you aggressive?
Like in general?
That's just the question.
I would say...
I don't notice much aggression from you, so it'd have to be when you're with your family.
I get really aggressive in certain situations. Like, obviously, everyone gets mad at video games, so I get aggressive at video games.
I mean, nobody over the age of 19 should.
Do you want... I'm exposing him right now. He will be playing Search and Destroy on Call of Duty and be screaming at his team all the time.
Even when my mic's not plugged in, I'm just mad at them and I want Biggs to know.
Like earlier, we were sitting on the couch side by side. He's playing with no headset. He's screaming at his team. So yes, it's pretty universal for people to get aggressive at video games.
Yeah, that's fair. It's also getting hotter and hotter here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you're hot and sweaty and the teammate won't fucking go plant the bomb.
Another time I get aggressive, I would say, is when I'm arguing my point and I know it's legitimately factually correct and the other person refuses to believe they're wrong, then I will get so aggravated. I would get so aggressive in those situations. So I would say sometimes because it's in the middle.
Okay. I guess I would have to concur with that. Do you engage in unnecessary risk-taking or dangerous behavior with no regard for the safety of self or others?
Often.
You do dangerous behavior that could hurt other people often?
Other people?
That's part of the question, safety of self or others.
Or others. I would say rarely then. If it's just myself, yeah, I do stupid stuff all the time.
What do you do to put yourself in danger? Just speeding? Because that's not that bad. Unless you're going like 90, which I guess sometimes you do.
Yeah, like, it wasn't the last time I was here. The time before that, I told you I was coming out a certain time and then stuff, like, pushed me back. So I was literally doing, like, 100 all the way up 35 north to get to your place.
Well, to be fair, if people have never been to Iowa before, when you have just a 20-mile stretch of highway and there's nothing in between and there's no cars on the road, fuck it, why not go 100? You're basically in the desert at that point.
Yeah, I also tend to speed during bad weather, so that's probably not good.
Yeah, that one you shouldn't do. You probably shouldn't do that one.
It's like, oh, it's raining horribly and I'm going out to MUMKEY's. Yeah, I should just speed so I get there faster because somehow that makes sense because I'll be safe at his house.
Well,
but speeding there.
Does your car even have four-wheel drive?
No.
Yeah, no. Do you speed through like a snowstorm?
Okay, snow's different. Like if it's just light snow, I'll do like the speed limit. If it's icy and snowy, then I'll go like maybe 500.
Stop playing with the lid of that water bottle.
It's not gonna pick it up anyway.
I don't care. I'm gonna pick you up and throw you out my. Oh, whoa! Nice shot! Wow! He flicked it. It bounced off the wall and landed on the other table. That's pretty cool.
I'm just that good.
I guess.
How many more questions are there?
Well, you just said you're that good. Do you consider yourself superior to others?
Oh, no.
What do you mean, no?
Myself?
Your name is BIGS. You are literally physically superior to most people.
Okay. My worst enemy?
In terms of mass, you are superior.
My worst enemy probably thinks higher of me than I do of myself.
Yeah, I feel that. That's fair.
So, I would say never.
Okay. But you also think that you should be the god who declares death on all of humanity.
Yeah, just because it's clearing the slate and everyone's on the same lowest level possible.
You want to cut them down to your level of feeling dead on the inside.
Yes.
The only way to make them feel as dead as you is to kill them.
I never said I had to kill them. I'm just saying we're cutting off all breeding and then we're all going to live until we die. And then nobody else is
I mean,
there.
technically, yeah, we're all gonna live until we die. So I think everything you're saying plays out.
Yeah,
It seems fair.
except no one's breeding, so it doesn't continue.
Okay, here's an easy one. You don't even need to answer. The audience already knows. Final question: do you use charm or wit to manipulate others for your own benefit?
You're gonna pull some backdoor stuff like, oh, well, Biggs, you put off a smiley face and you draw people into the Discord.
What? I know nothing about your Discord.
You've said that prior.
That you draw a smiley face to get people to join your Discord?
No, you're like, oh, you act so happy, but then you're actually, Biggs, why are you sad?
What do you... I mean, I just asked the question. You're the one who's elaborating. I just wanted you to answer it.
Personally, I would hope I say never, but I guess rarely because I've been accused of it before, so...
Nobody here is accusing anything.
No,
You're bringing all of this to the table.
No, I know you're not, but I have been before, so I might as well say rarely because if it's true, then I need to be told.
Are you worried that somebody who listens to this show is gonna fucking expose you? Like what, your fucking mom? Oh yeah, Biggs, he told me he can't clean his own cum stains out of his underwear. I have to do it for him. Oh, my own son.
How's that manipulative?
She doesn't want to do it. You lied to her and said that you can't.
Like, no, I don't think that was you that said that. But like somebody told me before, nobody wants to do that. You have to.
Nobody wants to do the laundry?
Yeah.
I get bored and do the laundry. I get bored and start sweeping up my fucking house.
Yeah, but you also enjoy mowing the lawn. So.
Yeah, well, because once you're a homeowner, and no matter how cheap and shitty your home might be, hopefully you decide that taking care of where you live alone is, it'd be enjoyable to not live in filth. Because at that point, the only person I'm letting down is myself. And why would I choose to live in filth?
I've let so many people down. Myself is the last thing I'm worried about.
Well, when you live with other people, it's like, fuck you, mom. You fucking clean my room. I don't care if it's dirty. But when I live alone with my cats, it's like, well, if I don't clean this, literally nobody will. And I don't want to live in a dirty place. Fuck it. Hey, one day you kids will understand. People in apartments don't even fucking at me. You don't know what it's like either. Suck my dick.
I mean, I've owned my own place, but I guess it's not been by myself. So
yeah, it's when you live alone, it's so different. I really believe that.
Yeah, I guess when I lived in that nice apartment with Cobb, and then he left for Georgia.
Were you a little tidy?
I guess there was a span. It was like a month and a half before my brother moved in, and I did like clean the whole place. So
yeah, I think there's like some deep-seated feeling of shame of other people seeing you do chores. I don't know where it would come from, but like as soon as there's nobody around to watch, yeah, suddenly, cleaning's not so bad. Fuck it, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Maybe I'm racist. And I think I don't want people to think I'm a Mexican like BIGS, house cleaning and housekeeping and
Kelly Osbourne over here.
Yeah, Kelly Osbourne. She's Mexican. She would know.
What?
Hold on. Wait, what did she say about Mexicans?
It has nothing to do with what you said, but I thought it was funny. But one time, I think it's on The View, they had like a Latina American chick on there.
So a hot chick.
That was pro-Trump.
So a super hot chick. Wow, those exist? What the fuck?
And then Kelly, for some reason, decided this was a good thing to say on the show. She's like, if Trump stops illegals from coming into the country, who's gonna clean your toilets? Who's gonna mow your lawns?
Good point. Well, I'll mow my own.
The
lawn.
Latino looks over like, huh? She's like, oh no, I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
What do you mean then?
What did she mean? I mean, surely she elaborated and it made sense.
Don't call me Shirley.
Okay. Biggs, are you ready to see your results? The quiz is over. The results are in. Do you even want to know? Do you want to leave the room and just me and the audience can share this
I probably
moment?
already know.
What do you think it is based on your answers?
I'm going to hope it says no, that I'm a normal human being.
Well, your results. Antisocial personality disorder test from psycom.net/quiz. Your score. Survivor sting. Low indication of antisocial personality.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, what a waste of time.
I'm a normal human being with normal thoughts.
Are you telling me the comment section was wrong? That never happens, Biggs. You telling me that... I don't know who pinned it, but the pinned comment...
You don't know who pinned it?
The pinned comment said Biggs is a sociopath.
I wake up at 11.
Are you telling me the pinned comment would be a lie?
I wake up at 11. I go to check the comments, and it's already pinned. It had only been an hour, and it was pinned.
Did you like nod in agreement like, yeah, that's fair?
I mean, I smirked and was like, yeah, okay.
Do you like having access to an account where the other account owner just uses it to bully you?
I see it all the time.
Nothing you can do about it.
I see it all the time, and out of spite, I'll like comments that are crapping on
you. Yeah, that really is funny because it's so true. If you see a comment that has a heart on it, try to predict who hearted it, Biggs or MUMKEY.
Yeah,
we're both constantly going through.
Go into the replies to that comment and make your guess every single time.
Oh no! I'm gonna start liking comments that are shitting on me, so all the commenters lose the game. No. Yeah, see now they won't know.
That doesn't affect me at all. So yeah.
Yeah, why would you care?
I was like, no, but I'm not losing anything.
Yeah, we're just making the game. We're not playing.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah, well, Biggs, I guess we should, now that we've proved you're not a sociopath, we should transition into Biggs' cast judgment on other people. Did you have any new entries for the pathetic list this week?
I think I did, but Oh, yeah, I did.
For people who don't remember, the pathetic list is just our ongoing list of things and types of people that we personally find to be pathetic. Okay. The top two things on the list are me and Biggs, and then evidently number 3 is everybody else. And sometimes we get more specific than that.
No, we are both number 1.
Okay,
everyone else is number 2.
That's fair.
Okay.
So what number is this new entry?
It falls in the number 2 category.
Okay.
So, first off, I'm going to cut this off at the head from the start. People are going to call me a hypocrite for this, but I'll explain why I'm not.
Are they going to call you a hypocrite or a give and take?
So anyways.
Are you pausing for Johnny to go, ha, ha, ha,
No.
ha?
I also found out my little sister also says so anyways to transition
Oh,
conversation.
no! Where'd she get that from?
I don't know. Well, obviously.
I know where she got it from.
I was over at my mom's and we were talking, and then she transitioned with it. I look over and I literally like smirk and just say, "I'm proud of you." And she's like, "For what?" I didn't even tell her why.
So is she going on the pathetic list for copying you?
No. This is not my
Oh, it's
intro.
unrelated?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I said so anyways, and it reminded me.
God damn it, stop!
So anyways.
No!
Okay, this entry will make a lot of sense after I explain it. So I've noticed recently, after everybody got their stimulus checks, right?
I was, while you were describing all your stupid computer parts that you paid so much money for, I was angrily going to my bank account to see if I got one. Still haven't got one. Probably won't get one.
So a lot of, I guess, friends of friends I've seen recently have taken that. And, you know, spending it is fine. That's what it's meant for. It's meant to stimulate the economy.
Yeah, local businesses need that money.
So what do I see people doing with this money? Going out and putting down payments on $20,000 to $30,000 cars.
Oh.
While they're laid off.
Whoa, while they're laid off.
So,
Wait.
you may say, but Biggs, you just spent $2,000 on a computer, Biggs.
True. A down payment on a computer.
Here's the key difference.
Okay.
I paid for the computer in full. I don't have to pay anything else on this computer. These morons are going out, putting down payments on cars they're not going to be able to afford in a few months when the payments start. Why would you do this? It is so stupid.
You say in a few months, but aren't some places doing like, don't pay any interest for 5 years?
It doesn't matter about interest.
Okay.
The interest doesn't matter.
Is that they can't pay for the car in the first place?
If they don't get their job back, they're not going to have the money to actually do the car payments, and interest or not.
True.
Why would you do this? This is the worst time to buy a car.
Well, if you're unemployed and don't know
Not
when
only
you're going to get a job.
These people trade in their decent cars for like a measly $1,000 trade-in.
They could have just kept driving it.
You could have drove that car for the next 10 years. Why would you go out and buy a new car?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's pathetic.
True. Yeah. So, I mean, so you're putting them on the pathetic list. Therefore, you would say those types of people would not pass the parental procreation permit test, right?
Exactly.
I think any logical person out there would have to agree with your analysis. If somebody's that irresponsible about the future and their own money and they're wasting their stimulus on a fucking car that they're not going to be able to pay for because they have no job, you want that person to have children? Poor, stupid people typically have a lot more kids. Look at Biggs' family. How many kids does your mom have?
4.
How poor and stupid is your mom?
Not poor.
Well, how stupid is your mom? Biggs spent 2 hours on the phone yesterday helping his mom get Candy Crush on her computer.
Yeah, so I go through this long process because she has an iPhone, sadly. Okay. And she's like, I want to connect this to my computer. She has an HP Pavilion laptop. Mom, you have to have an Apple computer to link it. So I'll install this program for you. You could at least play Android games. All right? So I install it. She's asking all these questions. She's like, if I didn't call you, I would not know what to do. I wouldn't be able to play my games. Blah, blah.
Why can't she play Candy Crush on her phone?
Listen.
Why would you want to play a mobile game on your computer?
I don't know. I'm not going to ask that question because I don't want to sit through the 30-minute explanation of stupid reasons. We get done with this.
You sound like fucking Rick Sanchez talking about how much he hates fucking Beth or something. or whatever. What's the name of the dad?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I get to the very end of the process to where she can play the game. I click the start menu button. She already had Candy Crush on her computer. From Windows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What?
She didn't think to look.
Oh my. Oh.
In her mind, game exists in phone, need to connect phone to computer. Never thought that the game might exist on the computer. It did. There's no connection.
She's
in
like,
her brain.
I Googled it. I know you can do it. I know nobody else but you will know how to do it. I know you'll figure it out.
What's funny is that's how your mom's voice sounds, but like it's actually 10 octaves deeper than that, but that's the same tone.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Biggs' mom is great. We should get her
Yeah.
on the show. Do you think she would come on?
Yeah, well, her biggest thing will be, I don't want to drive 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, you could drive her so that, you can take her away when I'm done with her.
True. Hasn't she be on? No, wasn't she in a recording on the original show?
Your mom?
Yeah, didn't she walk in while we were recording
I
that
don't.
time?
Maybe when like your 6-year-old cousin was on talking about how he likes boobies.
Yeah, probably.
Those are the good old days. I missed that specific Let's Play when you're little. How old was your cousin? Like 12?
He was like 9.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Because you
having
asked
him
about
on.
9-year-old girls.
Well, no, he was asking me about girls, and I flipped it back on him, and then he gets all shy, like, oh, well,
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
So fucking funny. These days, I miss the innocence of talking about girls in a way that I would become like shy and scared, like, oh, I don't know if I like it. But now it's like, oh yeah, I fucking hate all girls. I wish I was fucking dead. Women.
Just watching a TikTok compilation. Oh man, I hope that girl gets hurt.
Yeah, I hope that girl dies. I hope a TikTok compilation. We would be watching.
Or no, it's like Zap.
Yeah, TikTok compilations don't usually feature girls getting hurt, do they? If they do, I need to start watching them.
I don't know.
Especially if they're cute girls getting hurt, because that's even funnier. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got some voicemails. You want to listen in?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Okay. I don't know how loud I want to make this, so I'm sure it'll work out.
We'll figure it out.
We've got, there was one I wanted to go to. It was from Crayon Boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pepsi Man.
Yeah, did you listen to this yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he left a very nice voicemail. Let's see if it'll load up on Vocaroo.
Hey, MUMKEY. Hey, BIGS. It's Pepsi Crayon Boy here. And I just wanted to say thank you again for still having the meetup, even though it was just me and my buddy. I really appreciate that. And I had a good time, even though, you were sick, MUMKEY, as you said in the video. I didn't even notice it. I just thought you were fucking tired. And I ate a crayon, but that was good. That was good.
The crayon was good.
A question. Will you have another meetup? And if so, where would it be at? I know you're probably not thinking about that right now, but I'm sure I'll be there.
Good point.
I'm sure I'll be there. And I was wondering if you could just tell everyone to go check out my channel, Straight to DVD Studios, if they like short films and shit like that. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I just once
kind
again,
of already
thank you
did,
for
so.
having the meetup still.
Yeah, no, we don't have to do shit. You just said it, so yeah, there you go. It's out in the ether now.
Yep. Another thing I actually forgot to tell you. From the last podcast that was up, we listened to a voicemail from the guy named Robert who talked about Brad Dassey. Remember that?
Yeah, is there an update to that story?
He reached out to me and he actually is down to do a cover if you're up for it.
Wait,
he said,
who Brad Dassey reached out to you?
No, not Brad, but Robert.
Oh.
He said he still talks to Brad. He could get Brad to do it. But
I mean, I could get Brad to do it.
well, yeah, obviously. But he's saying like he'd be willing to drive up there if you're willing to make the trip. So I think after everything's clear, vaccines out, and it's safe.
Vaccines out. Okay.
And things are safer to travel.
The vaccine has a 1-year minimum waiting period, so that's like forever from now.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll figure out a way to get more made and stuff.
I'll just put this out into the world. If somebody has a connection with Brad Dassey and Brad Dassey is down to clown, I will go anywhere and do anything. Why not? It's fucking funny.
So, Robert, if you're listening, there's your answer.
Yeah, and that goes for any small tier pseudo celebrity. If anybody wants me to show up and recreate one of their masterpieces with them, as long as my travel expenses are covered, I don't give a shit. And most of the time, I'll just fucking pay for my own travel expenses and sleep in the car. Why not? But to answer his question, yeah, I think we'll have plenty more meetups in the future. It is too bad that right when we're starting all these different types of shows and the potential of doing like a traveling MUMKEY and BIGS Wheel of Punishment, where we do it on stage in front of a live audience, and
Oh no.
that's that sort of thing. You know, all those things seemed like they were on the new horizon, as an Animal Crossing fan might say. But yeah, now any thoughts of that have sort of just slowed down in favor of what snacks should we test next?
Yeah, that's basically the safest bet right now.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely we'll have more meetups and live shows and stuff like that in the future, I imagine. And yeah, you see a voicemail you want to listen to? You're getting way too low. We need there's relevant new ones up here. Like this guy right here, Newbie Tom says The Price is Bigs 2 Doom remix. He made the last Price is Right mix up that we've been using on screen. I think he edited that video too.
Right.
But he said, don't listen to this until during the show. I want to hear your genuine reactions. So, you ready for this, Biggs?
Yep.
Another remix.
Cock and ball torture. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia at en.wikipedia.org. Cock and ball torture, CBT, is a sexual activity involving torture of the male genitals. This may involve...
I think he might have tricked us, Biggs. I think that
maybe it's later on.
Yeah, should we just keep listening then?
Yeah,
okay, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the song's about to start.
directly painful activities such as wax play, genital spanking, squeezing, ball busting, genital flogging, urethral play.
I think you might be right.
This is a pretty long intro if it's going to be a song.
Skip
do they
to
think
the
that
middle.
they're like fucking Pink Floyd? They can just have like a whole dialogue before the song starts?
Skip to the middle.
Okay. Here, I'll skip to 2:53. I'm trying to skip ahead, but I guess this MP3 he sent me doesn't want to do that. He didn't even send it on Bokaru, first of all, so I don't even know why we engaged. Thank you. It's not as good as his previous remix, obviously, but I like that he's switching it up and trying new things. Now, I'll never be upset with a piece of art for trying something new. Maybe it didn't succeed, but at least they didn't retread something that's been done a million times.
Yeah.
And you ever see that movie Django Unchained?
Yes, multiple times.
There's a beautiful moment, and it's probably in the top 3 moments of the movie, when he says, bye, Miss, what's her name, Carol or something?
Yeah.
He shoots the bitch, and then she goes flying backwards in a way that makes no sense.
Not only that, I think it was Taylor. He tells the 2 maids, tell Miss Taylor bye. And then they turn, bye, Miss Taylor. And they just, bam!
Or was it just Miss Candy?
No.
Oh, it wasn't Candy's wife?
It was something. I think it started with
Well, anyway, a lot of people online, and I've seen this ironically and unfortunately unironically, so I guess sincerely, people will like point out that scene and say it's a plot hole. It's a movie mistake. What a gaffe. What that looked so fake, it took me out of the movie. Why would they put that in there? What a horrible mistake. Now, when I see something like that, it just makes me sad that Tarantino would plug in something that is literally just a joke. The movie is not a documentary. It has dynamite and sunglasses decades before they were invented. These things are not plot holes. They're not mistakes. He's making a fictional movie.
When do you think dynamite was invented?
All I know is he had it like a decade before it was invented in the movie. Yeah.
I guess I don't remember what year it was.
Well, maybe that's a fake gaffe too. I'm just saying people take things that are meant to entertain or thrill so seriously that they think it's a mistake. When me and Big see that scene, we laugh hysterically because it's a woman who is not only getting killed, but in a hysterically fictional manner. It's supposed to evoke laughter from you.
You can see the harness like grab her midsection and just yank her away.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. If you think lesser of the movie because it includes things that bring you out of it in that way, in my opinion, I just think you're not watching movies wrong. I think you're just looking for the wrong things from your entertainment. You should never be upset that somebody did something unexpected or original, you know? And we're talking about Tarantino, who rips off shit all the time. But still, when he plugs in something like that, you can't help but appreciate.
Yeah.
And that's who I'm putting on the pathetic list. People who criticize art for being too original. Fuck you. Oh, Interstellar. Man, that ending was so confusing. Bad movie. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the movie's fault that you don't get it.
Yeah, on a funny note, I watched that with my mom. I made her watch it. The very end.
Did she hate it?
She just looked at me. She's like, it was a good movie. I don't understand anything, though. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, but she liked the movie?
Yeah, she
hey,
liked it.
well, your mom's not on the pathetic list today. She can go back on my cock list.
It's just funny because, like, I'll make her watch all these really weird movies, and then...
Has she seen Enemy yet?
Yes, I made her watch that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It got to the end scene, and she just looks at me, why do you keep making me watch these? And I'm just like, you know what, Mom? This is great.
I mean, the question is, were you entertained while you watched it? And if the answer is yes, then regardless of if the movie's a 2 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, you were entertained.
The funnier part is we watched Enemy. I not only made her watch it, I made my grandma watch it.
Okay.
And, yeah, I forgot there was like 4 sex scenes in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, there's lots of titty in that movie.
So my grandma looks over at me, why do you watch such filth?
She called it filth?
Yeah.
Is your grandma... I mean, your grandma knows she had to have sex to make kids, right? Is she under the impression nobody else in the room knows that she has fucked before?
Well, I mean, most of the kids that she calls her kids are like foster kids.
Yeah.
I think she has like 1 real or 2 real kids.
Is that one of your parents?
No.
What? You have an adopted grandma?
Yeah.
She chose to have you?
Uh-oh.
I guess people can make life-changing mistakes.
So before we click on the next one, I'm going to point out they spelt my name wrong.
Oh, you put 2 G's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hear what Milkshake Duck has to say.
I heard about this idea of yours where you require new parents to pass a test before they can have kids. And honestly, that sounds like systemic racism to me. Because, you know, black people are more likely to be accused of child abuse. Because black parenting styles are seen as abusive by our Eurocentric culture.
Oh, God.
Was he genuine? That had to have been a joke, right?
That's one of those things where it doesn't matter because there are people in the world who believe it anyway, and you know that there are. So whether he's being satirical or not, which I think he was being satirical, but either way, it's an acknowledgement that that viewpoint does exist in the world, and that's why we can laugh. I'm really deconstructing the concept of comedy today.
I think if I heard that from someone and they were being legitimate, I would just shake my head and just question everything.
I don't know. I don't know if any actual like liberal, libtard, like the stereotypical libtard people, I don't know if any of them would actually unironically say black parenting styles include beating their kids as part of their culture, and therefore we should not punish them for it. Because I think that's what he's alluding to.
I mean, I could see it coming from some of those because
I could see it coming from like an old black woman who fucking beats her kids.
Because I've heard this argument legitimately before, not the one we're talking about, a different one. A legitimate person's argument was that we should be less harsh on Muslim men who commit rape because it's part of their culture. They're just not used to our culture. Are you kidding? Are you dense?
Biggs, who are you to call somebody out on being dense?
They should definitely not be having kids. The people making those arguments. Okay. You are at the top of the list now.
But Muslims should be having kids because their daughters are so hot. That's why they have to hide them behind those cloaks. They're too sexy. You gotta go score one. You gotta go score one, and then you take off the bag to see your prize. You're like, I could do better, and you cast it back into the wild. That's why they have them dressed like that.
It's like a real life loot box.
Yeah, Muslim chicks. See if there's a hot one under the scarf. Good idea.
Okay.
I remember my senior year of college. It was right before I graduated was when Trump was announced as the winner, because I graduated in the winter, so it was like November. So the first day back after Trump was announced as the winner, the white girl in my class who converted to Islam in college, so she's been she grew up as a Christian girl.
That actually happened to a kid from our high school. Remember that?
Maybe it was the same person. Was it a girl?
No, it was as a guy. Remember, I think you told me, you're like, he started posting Islamic prayers
the one black guy in our school?
I don't know. I don't remember who it was. I just remember there's a guy that you told me about.
It was probably the one black guy in our school, because I know he's Muslim. But anyway, so the girl was just a standard white, normal American Christian girl, and then goes to college, converts to Islam. So then the next day, Trump wins, and she shows up to class for the first time in her life in the full fucking Muslim garb, like fucking fucking scarf around her head and like dressed the fucking black cloak and shit. Like she's acting as if this is an act of protest. Hey, Trump will not take away our Muslim women's rights to be covered forcibly by our families.
You don't have to worry about Trump taking away your Muslim women's rights. The Muslims do that already for you.
What? How are you proving you will stand against tyranny by wearing the articles of clothing that you can't even relate to? You're a little white girl who grew up with Christian parents. You have no fucking idea what it's like to be a little Muslim girl in a Muslim household, especially in one of those fucking Sharia law countries that they got going over there. So different. Don't pretend that this is like Trump's election specifically affects you. You weren't wearing that shit to begin with. And they're symbols of you being controlled by men. Why are you I hate it. I hate women. I hate how women are forced into stupid outfits in Muslim culture. And I hate how women will say that it's feminism to stand up for that. Fuck all of it. I hate everything. I'm with Biggs. I wish every person on earth was dead.
Aren't you more in line with liking Indian women anyways? I think we came to that conclusion.
I like women of all colors, Biggs. I can
But
fetishize everybody equally.
More so Indians, right?
No, I've sort of...
What about Karishma? She was your waifu on Survivor.
No, the more that I've seen Indian women, I think I might be more into like Pakistani or Iranian women, not Indian.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got the whole Middle East kind of mixed up in my head.
Oh wow, that's a pretty
Middle Eastern chicks they're pretty hot. Okay, I mean
there's
a
like
reason why
90
they have
degrees
to be
on a normal day,
and they're wearing a fucking full sheet over their head.
So of course they're hot.
Yeah, they're gonna be really hot under that sheet, all wrapped up in black.
So anyways.
So yeah, I know we have a huge audience of Muslim women in our on the Mumkey and Big show. So please let us know why we're wrong and why it's culturally enriching for women to be forced to cover up. And I've been preaching about this shit for 4 years, so I'm probably just repeating shit I've said before.
One argument I heard, I really hope they were being like in a joking manner.
Which most of the time I find they probably are.
From the source, probably not. But they were saying that it's okay for women to be forced to wear that because it stops their men from getting sexually aroused and raping them.
Okay.
So, I mean...
Okay.
Sure. You guys can follow that train of thought.
Sure.
Stupid.
Okay, let's do one last voicemail from Brian M. Well, okay. I think he sent me a picture of me and Noah09 meeting the shark.
Maybe he's the shark.
Yeah, it's captioned, "It was me, Mumkey." So
podcast question.
Yeah, let's hear this podcast question.
So there I was, listening to the Mumkey and Biggs show, when all of a sudden, you guys decided to talk about gun control. Oh boy, am I excited to give my opinion on this, even though it wasn't solicited. Well, I believe that the liberals who are trying to take away guns from this country are correct. Because all of the law-abiding citizens will turn in their guns. But not me. I'm a criminal. All 20 of the guns in my possession are unregistered. And if it's literally illegal for people to have self-defense tools in their possession, then robbing them will be easier. Repeal 2A and listen to Parkland survivors. As for my question, who won the latest film festival? It better not be that Isaac Enselian guy and his faggy animated movie. I'd like you and Biggs to decide that for us right now. Ignore the straw poll, because literally half of the contestants cheated. I know for a fact, because I was watching that shit for a fucking week and a half. Anyhow, thank you so much, and hashtag vote Biden. Oh, one more thing. You better have chosen my movie as Best Picture in the Simeon Jimmy Short Film Festival, or my name isn't! Cue the dubstep. Nicholas Crowther!
I actually really like that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. That,
We should listen to one more. We should end off on a really wholesome note.
Wait, he just introduced 4 topics of discussion, and you want to just skip to the next voicemail.
You're taking off like you're ready to end it.
I'm taking out, yeah, because it's fucking hot and I'm sweating. I don't want my headphones on my head all day. What are you talking about?
Fair.
Did you just hear the dubstep and you liked the voicemail, or did you hear what he said?
I have no idea anything about your film contest.
So you think nobody else wants to hear it? I shouldn't even talk about it?
No, it's like
Fucking
One
sociopath!
Piece. It's like
The pinned comment was right!
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, no.
But before,
Okay.
to unlock your ability to do this, you have to tell me what you've seen recently on One Piece.
Well, about 6 months ago, I bought a PS4 used copy at GameStop of One Piece Burning Blood. It's just a fighting game.
Okay.
And I started playing it, but then I realized I didn't recognize any of the characters because they were all way farther than I'd been in the story at that point. And now, finally, that I've finished the Dressrosa arc, I'm caught up to where the game was, and I've been playing it recently, and I unlocked all the characters in one day because I was so excited playing it. So, yeah, I now enjoy the game because I watched the show up to that point.
Great.
And that's the MUMKEY One Piece Minute.
There you go.
Anyway, about the... Yeah, no shit that the straw poll was cheated. That's why there wasn't a results video, because there were no results to result. I don't choose the winner of those. It's supposed to be the audience. So when I obviously see that the votes are all cheated, there's no point in even addressing it. I mean, thank you to everybody who entered, and if your video made it into the festival, then you should consider yourself a winner in the first place. I don't know why you need to win again on top of that. You beat out 100 other films to be shown in the first place. I don't know why you need more. I mean, it just seems greedy. So greedy. These people want to earn an unofficial title. It disgusts me. Isn't it enough to just be in the festival, Biggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Biggs is dying of heat stroke. I think he fell asleep as I was talking.
I did.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of this hot room and go film some snack testers as we fucking sweat through our clothes.
So finish off his question so we can listen to the wholesome one and go.
So the answer is the audience decides the winner, and the audience was cheated. So there's no winner. You all win. Congrats. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time for the next one. Okay, which one do you want to play?
It's down here.
It's way at the fucking bottom? That's from like a month ago.
I know. This one.
Okay.
Hi, Monkey. I want to say that I like having you around.
That's
You're one of
My
the few
Little
YouTubers
Pony.
who still has the balls to curse in videos and not censor yourself. I also love you too, Biggs. Stay safe from COVID-19. I would be devastated if anything awful happened to my 2 favorite boys.
Aw, isn't it wholesome? She said she loves me.
No, that was...
I just needed to hear
That
someone
was a-
say I love you, Biggs, okay?
But that's text-to-speech synthesis of a My Little Pony character, Biggs.
But still, somebody said I love you.
I mean, yeah.
I needed to hear it on the
I say
show.
it to you every time we finish making love. Isn't that enough?
Well, I mean, you kind of say it sarcastic. Oh, yeah, get off of me. I love you.
Next
sure.
episode, should we take another quiz to answer?
Jutes.
A lot of people have been thinking that we might actually be gay for each other with all the hints we've been giving. Should we just next episode cover it and take a quiz and find out once and for all if we're gay?
Do you think there's a quiz for that?
Yeah, I guarantee you we can do our me and my friend gay for each other quiz and then take it together on the show. I guarantee you, even if there isn't one, somebody will make it and send it to us by the time we film the next episode.
Make one anyways. Make a quiz, send it to heavysimeon@gmail.com.
And that's also how you submit voicemails to the show.
Yeah,
You can send the MP3 or record it on vocaroo.com. Just send the recording to heavysimeon@gmail.com. One of these days, we should make like a little 1-minute tutorial video showing people how to do it because they seem to be confused more and more lately.
Yeah, we can do that and maybe throw it in like the beginning of one of the podcasts or the end or something.
Yeah, or just put it up as its own independent video so in the future when fuckers in the comments ask, I can just reply with a link.
Yeah.
Easy.
I know. That's something I've been doing lately too. A lot of people keep messaging me on Twitter and Snapchat like, Biggs, I can't find the link to your Discord. How do I get... Go to my Twitter and look at the pinned one. That's literally how we've said to do it.
Yeah.
1,000 times.
Yeah.
So if you want in the Discord, the link is pinned on my Twitter page.
And what's your Twitter?
Biggsington.
And all of these things are always in the description of every episode?
Literally every video.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think as it's been getting hotter in here, we're just getting more and more angry. So let's just end it before our fans don't want to listen to us anymore.
Fair enough.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. We got some fun stuff planned in the coming COVID summer months. Exciting.
Yeah, can't wait.
Go hit up Biggs on Patreon.